Hey, what's going on, guys? Maverick P here. I just thought I'd do a quick little video as usual on the weekend. It's a nice little Saturday. It's raining a little bit. I'm actually gonna start up a nice little roast shortly. Uh, yeah, it seems Saturday is always a great day for a roast. But regardless, the point of this video is to uh, so the last video I talked about was talk about the fool, and the value of being the fool, and trying something new. And the only way you can successfully try something new is by foolishly going into it. And being the sponge that needs to learn something because you don't know it already. And and so a big part of that is failures. And so, while as you're the fool, you're also going to be failing, a handful of different times as well. And the important part is to accept that failure is part of the learning process and not shying away from it. So many people are afraid of failure. Just think about back in high school, when you're when you're taking a test, most people see it more important to get a good grade and pass the test rather than actually retaining the information of what's on the test. And so, people's values and in terms of their learning process is often diluted, to that sense. And it's easy to forget that failure is a very productive part of being a complete human being and learning as much as you can. And so, yeah, probably the solution is awareness, and being aware that you're gonna fail, you're gonna look like a fool, and that's good. That's good if you're learning something new. Again, I love bringing up the idea of dancing. Say you suck at dancing and you go into a dance class for the first time and you look like a fool, you're failing constantly, you're stepping on people's feet, the dancing, it just looks terrible. And for a lot of people, that negative feedback in that early stage can be enough to make them never want to go to the dance class again. And the idea of being the resilient fool that overcomes those failures and learns how to adapt to them. So maybe those first few weeks of dance class, you're failing constantly, but if you just stay with it, keep putting in your best effort, within 3-4 weeks, maybe a few months, next thing you know, you're dancing confidently, and now that's part of your identity. Now you're somebody that can dance, and that's a valuable skill for all the, traditions of, humans and everything. During marriage, you're going to want to dance. When you go out with people, you want to dance. So dancing's a valuable thing to constantly, to know, to have a skill of. And that's just one example of a million different areas that, it could be a new job, it could be a new move into a new city, it could be a million things. The point is, though, is knowing you're gonna fail and not taking it personal, and trying to learn, seeing it as opportunities to learn rather than moments of defeat. That's pretty solid. Yeah, see it as opportunities to learn rather than moments of defeat. And yeah, so that's pretty much my Saturday wisdom. Yeah. Hopefully, I can keep expanding from these from this topic of, being a fool, taking failures, turning them into lessons, and then overcoming these obstacles. And it's not a one-time thing. It's not like you're conquering one obstacle and you're done. It's a consistent cyclical pattern that has to be ingrained in your habits. And and so I mean, I'm making these videos mostly just so that I'm aware of my own foolishness and and everything. But I also hope that some of you take these lessons to heart, and and really kind of think about them. And if you have any comments, feel free to leave some comments, and let's have a good conversation about failing properly, and and having that confidence to overcome failures and to fix them and to see them as lessons, and so that's about all I have for you guys today. I gotta go check on this roast. All right, I gotta go start this roast. So see you guys.